think like 100 bob or 150, like that cheap. At 8 in the morning. I'm like, oh, I think this is the time someone proposes. Oh, and guess what? That was it. He never proposed. Like, I don't know, the ring kneeling down, or so he was like, okay. How can you be there without money? And why do you have this small phone? Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. Today's just one of those days where I just feel super lazy. Yeah, today. So my weekend has been perfect. Guess what? I got a visitor from home. You can imagine, I've been enjoying catching up. Yeah, it's been one of those good weekends. Yeah, she traveled back today, so back to reality. So where would you find the right guy to date? Where? That's a good question. That's a good question. And when you get married, when you get a chance and you get the right person, your single friends will be like, hey, how did you manage to get a good guy? How do you even know he's the right guy? How? The truth is, it's very hard to know. And let no one lie to you that you can go at this place and find the right guy. Oh, once you get the right guy, you know it. And there's this thing, people say that, oh, the moment I saw him, I knew he was the one. How? I don't believe in that, because we all don't know. We've met so many different people, and some of them tend to be perfect, some of them pretend, and then later you realize this was not the right guy, this was not the right girl. So I think the truth is, you can never know until you're there. You will never know he's the right guy until you date him. You will never know she's the right girl until you date her. Like, it's very hard to know. So let no one lie to you that, oh, the moment I saw her, I knew. Oh, I went to this place. And and now some people lie. Okay, not even lie. I think most of people think if you're looking for the right girl or the right guy, you go to church. Let me tell you, I know a few guys in Rwanda, single guys that time, who used to go to church just to look for innocent girls there. They would go to church almost every Sunday, pretend that, they are going there for the right reasons, pretend that they are these holy people. Oh, church guys. Oh, kumbe, they're looking for these innocent girls. And most of the girls, they fell for that. Like, oh, the guy goes to church. Oh, kumbe, they want to chew it and then disappear. Yes. Most people make a mistake of dating guys they've met, or ladies they've met in church, and they think they are perfect and they think they are innocent. Let me tell you, first of all, there's nothing like innocent. There's nothing like perfect. I believe every human being, like, there's no one who is perfect. There's no one who is innocent. Everyone has they've done dirty things. By the time you decide to go to church, okay, some of them, they go to church. Some of them go to church ready, when they've done a lot of things and they are ready to settle down, they are ready to, change, blah, 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 blah. That is normal. There are even those people who are born in church, the parents are church people from day one, and they are being forced, not even forced, sometimes they are willing to follow that, sometimes they are forced to be in church. But The moment those people get a chance, they always do things just like anyone else. And then maybe later they come back and surrender. Sometimes they, because when it comes to church, everyone has his or her own connection with God. That one I don't doubt. But people who go to church looking for the right one in church, for women, maybe you may get the right one. There are so many there. But for guys, most guys, like I'm telling you, I know, I know guys who go to church just for ladies. They are looking for those innocent girls there. So there is not a specific place you'll say that, oh, I go here, and if I go here, I'll find the right guy. But one thing I've learned in life, that you can meet the right guy anywhere. You can meet the right girl anywhere. But if you say, oh, I met this guy in the club and he may be the one. Now those ones from the club, they are a mess. They are a mess. First of all, you meet them when they're either high or tipsy. They're just having fun there. And for some reason, women, we tend to be, ladies, women, we tend to be so convinced, like so soft. Anyway, you cannot say that, the right guy will come from this specific place. One thing I know for sure, the more you're out there, the more you land on someone. But again, if you go with this mindset that, they say if you go somewhere like church or business centers or clubs, you'll find the right one. No. So I think the best way to get someone is through connections. Like you can get someone through a friend. I've experienced that. My husband, I got him through my boss. It was not planned. For those who are on my channel, you have told the story, you know the story. But I think that's the honest way to get someone. But also, it's not a guarantee that that person will be the right one. It's not a guarantee. We've seen so many people dating, and they met through someone, and they end up, it ends in tears. Do they say it ends in tears? It will end in tears. Yes, something like that. Dating is this, it's a game that no one can like explain. I've dated someone I met through a mutual friend. It ended in tears. Yes. Again, I met my husband through someone, so it didn't end in tears. So it's just a complicated situation to meet someone. And again, some people, like I remember before I got married, my people used to connect me with guys they knew that, oh, this guy, their family is so nice, their family, we know it very well, he will be a good guy, da, 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 da. You're not marrying the family. It's just between two people. And when things are tough in the marriage, the family will not do much. So let's stop this thing of families, I don't know, church girls and church boys are the best. Getting the right one, it's very hard, and you can never know where you're going to meet this person. You can never know. You just have to keep on trying, and you have an open mind, because someone can come from anywhere. And can never know if that person is the right one until you're there and you see the life you're living. That's when you can confirm, at least after a few years, that, oh, I made the right decision. I made the right one. Otherwise, it's not easy. It's a game that no one knows how it will end at the end of the day. And no one knows where to get that person. Because like I know a few people where one is super innocent, and another one was all over the world. And then they met where? At work. Like not work that they're working in the same company or what, no, just like neighbors, like shops are neighbors, and you know, they meet there. You know, like you go to this one's shop to pick something, and you just see the girl you like her, and then there are so many. And when you look at those two people, they are two different people. One is so humble and innocent, and another one was so love and crazy and, you know, stubborn. But hey, they met just in town. In town, imagine. Where did you find the one? I need you to comment and let me know, because we need to help our sisters out here and tell and tell them where they can find the one. So life, there's this one person who met a guy in a church. They were all going to the same church, and the lady was like, oh, I found the one. This guy goes to church, he's in a choir, we sing together, he has a good job, blah 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 blah. They started dating, and it was moving so well, going so well. At some point, you know, they end up having a baby. And guess what? After the baby, the guy changed. The guy changed. He was all over. He started cheating. He started like misbehaving. He doesn't want to support the girl and the baby. Like, he turned out to be a bad boy. And he still goes to church. He's still in the choir. He turned out to be a bad boy. And yet, in the church, everyone is calling him, oh, brother, da da da, oh, brother. But outside church is a different person. You look at him and you're like, okay, I don't know you. But I don't know why we are, like human beings, we are so good at pretending, hiding our weaknesses. So I'm telling you, this guy ended up being a bad boy, tortured the girl. Of course, they end up separating, separating. And this guy, at some point, he got another girl, got two babies with that girl, separated, end up getting married to another woman. They got two kids, they separated. And yet he's a church guy. Like a church guy in the choir. So, if you're looking for the one, the right one, imagine, just be open-minded, because it's very important. Do not limit yourself. Oh, I want a church guy. Oh, I can only get someone I drink with. Oh, I want someone who drinks, who understands. No, just be open-minded, be outgoing, put yourself out there. You know, you always find the right one. Of course, you have to kiss 1,000 frogs to get the prince. Yes. If you didn't kiss 1,000 frogs to get the prince, you're so lucky. You're 1 in a million. 1 in a million. Most people, I will not say which people, but most people, they kiss 1,000 frogs to get. By the time they get to the prince, they are so tired. They are giving up. They don't believe in love anymore. They've experienced heartbreak like 1,000 times. By the time you get married, after all of that, you don't believe in true love, because everyone who came your way, left they left with a piece of your heart. So you feel like, it's just like anyone else. It's just like anyone else. So I, the best thing is to just be open-minded, and don't overthink about it, because the more you start overthinking about it, the more you're going to pressure yourself, the more you end up making the wrong decision, like just landing on anyone for the sake of getting married. Have you ever dated someone and you regretted? Personally, I did. Don't tell my husband. I did, but that was one of my mistakes, dating that person. I think I dated him for like months, and I realized, what am I doing with this person? Like, what the hell is this? He was not my type. He was nothing like the guys I date. He was like all the bad things that you didn't like. You just like end up dating this guy who has everything that you didn't like. Reason being, when you're lonely, when you're single, you tend to be a little bit in a rush or scared or something, and then you end up making the wrong decision. You end up dating this person that later, if you were in a normal sense, you'll be like, that is not my type. So I always advise my friends that are still single, be calm. Be calm. The right guy will always come, or the right girl will always come when it's time. Because this thing also has God in it, I'm telling you. Because if you look at how I met my husband, like honestly, it came from nowhere. Nowhere. First of all, my boss that time, she was new. Like in that side of in Rwanda, that is, and she had just moved to Rwanda. She was promoted and moved to Rwanda. So I didn't see it coming. And the way it started, it was purely me trying to help my boss. And I'm very sure even my husband, he didn't expect that, by the time he leaves Rwanda, he will be, preparing to date this person. Like, we didn't see it coming. Even him, he keeps on telling me, like, I had so many people like were connecting me to girls, like some of in his group, most of them were married by that time, and they were telling him, oh, you can't be single forever, you need to try this, you need to try this chick, I have this chick who is like good girl. They kept on like connecting him to girls, and he was like, I don't feel her, no, I'll call you, like he kept on dodging for no reason. But the moment we met, I'll not say we all knew. Who know, we didn't know, but it felt like we knew each other. It felt like we were friends before that. Maybe that would be that would be something that you say we knew, but we didn't know. We didn't. But it just felt comfortable. Like you're comfortable talking to this person you've just met. He's comfortable talking to you, and you've just met. So you've just like seen each other, and you don't know how it will end, but the connection is strong, yet you don't know much about each other. I would say that's one of the signs, but also it's not a guarantee that whenever I feel that way, it's automatically that person is the one. No, it's not automatic. There are so many people I've met in weird situations. There are those even I know who met and they hated each other so much. And one time they were forced to be together. Not like together, like staying in the house together, but do something together. And they started talking. It's like they had no choice. They started talking. They realized, oh, kumbe this person is a cool guy. Oh, kumbe this person is. They started talking from there, and then they forgot even they were hating each other. They forgot and then started dating after a few months. So you will never know where you will find love, but I believe for sure it's always God's timing. You can jump around, you can have the right guys, you date 2 months, and then they leave you, they go marry someone else immediately. Meaning that person was so ready, but hey, you were not meant to be. So the moment they leave you, because God would designed him or her for someone else, you know, that person will never be yours. So always try not to pressure yourself where and how to meet someone. Just, there's this thing I used to do. I used to say, you'll find somewhere, anywhere. You just have to make sure you're always on point. You're looking good, your makeup is on, your lipstick is good, your hair is looking good, so that when you meet that person, you're at your best, you're hot. So I used to be on point, and I used to have extra clothes in my car, extra shoes, so that by the time I'm leaving work and accidentally someone calls me, oh, we have a party here, da, 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 can you pass by? So I'm like, if I go home, because I used to live far, Kichukiro, for those who know Rwanda, Kichukiro. So I'm like, I go Kichukiro, then come back to town, that's forever. So the best thing, whenever I used to have, unplanned appointments, I used to have my clothes. I just change at work before I leave, go party, and that's why you meet somewhere, you're looking your best. You didn't even go home, but you're looking your best. And hey, you can accidentally meet somewhere. So when you're open-minded, look your best and try not to, just overthrow yourself on whoever comes your way just because you want to settle or just because you're looking for love. There are some people who are like me. I used to love being in love, like that phone call you get and you feel like the world, is ending, like you're the happiest person in this world. That phone call of 5, 4, 3 hours talking nonstop. I used to enjoy that. And I used to enjoy dating because you date this person, you wear all your old clothes, they look new for this person. You slay in your old clothes. And then once they are finished, you start now panicking because you still want to look hot. But again, you've wore all the clothes. So you start now panicking, looking for new clothes, new designs to impress the guy. I swear, love can make you feel stupid or look stupid because, it makes people behave like kids. Like kids. Imagine getting excited to overdress to impress someone. You go, you get your money, you buy clothes because tomorrow you have a dinner, and you have a lot of clothes because you wore those clothes when you're going out with him. You feel like you can't wear them again, so you have to go buy new clothes, and you find you're spending all your money on clothes to impress. Ugh, love is so stupid. Because now, thinking about it now, you're like, really? Why did I even used to do that? Like, what was the purpose? Because at the end of the day, someone is liking or loving the person, the real person, not the clothes you're wearing, not the shoes you're wearing. Yes, it adds something, but someone will not fall in love with you because of the clothes you're wearing. That's so dumb. That's so silly. But hey, I used to enjoy the excitement. I used to enjoy the new places you go for dinner. Like from day one, I'm a dinner person. Up to now, I prefer dinner or lunch, but I prefer something small and romantic. I don't like this thing of going to a club, dance, sweat, and then your lipstick is broken, and then you're sweating. No, mm-mm. I never used to enjoy that. I used to enjoy decent things, and yet I'm a stubborn person. But dinners, up to now, my husband tells me like, let's go out, like in a club or what, and I'm like, that's not like what is there that I don't know. Because like when you're at campus, you do things, you club, you party like there's no tomorrow. So imagine me, I even wonder people who party every day, like they don't get tired. Imagine you do that from Monday, okay, from January to December, and you don't get tired. Wow. Okay. Some people are so energetic, but anyway, we go back to our topic. So where to find the right guy, where to find the right girl, it's hard. It's hard, but I believe people who are out there all the time, they tend to get a lot of chances of getting good people. Not even good people, like trying, kissing 1,000 flogs until you land on the right one. If you say you stay indoor and wait for the right one to come, that can be a miracle, because I don't see it happening. But again, at the end of the day, you have to do you. You do you, and God will just help you through that. And you never know, someone will just come and knock at your gate asking for directions, and you guys end up, becoming friends, and because love can be found anywhere, not just in church, not just, I don't know, in bars. You can find love anywhere. Because when I think of how I met my husband, like up to now, it's still one of those silly stories that I tell my people, and some of them say, oh, that was so cute, oh, you guys have a good love story. The guy paid for Airbnb because we were not dating by then, remember? So he decided to sleep in an Airbnb, my Airbnb, so he had to pay. He paid full amount plus transport. Yes. Up to now, he still says, I can't believe you made me pay. I'll never forgive you. And I'm like, no, I was in business. You came, you knew you were coming to an Airbnb. What made you think that I'll just let you sleep for free? Yet, we all knew it was an Airbnb. So, but I think the things you go through dating, later it becomes a good story, a funny story. And those are the stories you tell your children, your grandchildren, and life goes on. Like, because, like for me, if I tell you guys my story, how my dad met my mom, so I'll tell you. So my dad, he was a traditional guy, like, a pure Randis. He grew up in a poor family, and I hear that he used to work in the kingdom's minister, like he was like kind of a minister for farm and something, like he was into cattle, blah 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 blah, farm for the king that is back in Rwanda. So he was a hot guy, Everyone liked him. He was so tall, so brown. He was just like those hot guys you see and every girl is admiring. Yes, he was that. So he married. This is a funny story. So he married my auntie. They got two children, two or one. I think one. One. Then my aunt, I think my aunt died. Then in our tradition that time, if your wife dies, you a man, you can go back to that family if they have more daughters and you tell them, okay, I don't have a wife. Moreover, I have kids, I need a wife. So they'll always give you another wife depending on the daughters they have at home if they are not married. So my dad went back to the in-laws and told them, I have a kid. I cannot raise this kid alone. I need a wife. So they gave him my other aunt. So those are two aunts from one family. Now those are sisters, two sisters from one family. So he took a wife, a second daughter, a second sister. They got, I think, two kids. It's a bit confusing. I think two kids. And what happened? I think they separated. And now my father had three kids without a wife. So he was like, hey, in-laws, look at me. I have three kids. I don't have a wife. I cannot raise these kids on my own. I need a wife. And that time my mom was the only daughter left in that family. And she was a young one. So they were like, but we are out of girls. We are left with this young one. She's still young. Like, no, you guys think about it. I cannot raise these kids alone. I need a wife. If you want to give me your young daughter, I'll be happy. So I don't know. I think these in-laws were so in love with this guy. I don't know. Because I don't imagine like giving away three of my daughters to one guy. So they got this third daughter and they gave her away to this guy, which is my dad. So my dad ended up marrying my mom. So those are three sisters. Three sisters. Like real sisters from one family. So my mom got married and she got this bunch of kids. We are so many. We are 10. I'm the last born. 10. So my dad ended up marrying three sisters like that. My mom didn't look for that guy. I don't think even my dad, from the day he started marrying the first wife, I don't think he knew that would be the game, then like that would be the process. I don't think he knew that, he would end up marrying three sisters. But hey, that's where my mom found love. They married. They got these 10 children together. Of course, they separated after so many years. When I was 1 year, that's when they separated. And then, everyone moved on. Everyone moved on. And it's been like that. I remember I had an uncle who used to say, whenever he used to meet my dad, he would tell him, I don't know how we end up giving you our sisters, 3 of them. Like, how did that happen? But again, let me tell you, my dad was so hot. I'm sure the parents were just in love with the guy. And of course, because he was working in, I don't know if he was a minister or but he was in charge of something in the kingdom, and I think it made him like really a hot cake, whereby like everyone was happy to give away their children, their daughters to this guy. But he was really hot, very, very handsome, very, very tall, very, very brown. So I think they were like, this guy keeps on coming back. We are so lucky to have him. We are going to give him all our daughters. I think if they didn't run out of daughters, they would, if like they had like 7 daughters, they would have given him 7 daughters, because he kept on going back 3 times, and they were giving him until they ran out of daughters. Yeah, he was one of those hot guys in his time, and he really enjoyed it. So that's how my parents met, and I don't think it was magical. And I don't think my mom went looking for a guy and then, it just happened. So you never know where you get your person. But if you're open minded, someone will always come your way, and, but again, don't expect it to be a smooth journey, because it's never a smooth journey. You have, as I said, you have to kiss 1,000 flogs to meet your prince. So don't think you've dated two guys and that is it. You should start complaining that it's taking forever. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. Okay, there are few people who got so lucky and they dated one guy, they end up marrying them. Those ones are super lucky, and they are few in a million. But most of the people, they kiss 1,000 flogs, and then later when they are tired, that's when they meet the right one. So you guys, I'll see you next time. Let me know how you met your person. We laugh about it. I believe it's a good story and it can inspire a lot. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.